So I spend most of the time worrying about the team. Because, people talk about strategy, and people talk about innovation and invention, etc. I worry about teams. I worry about leadership teams, because I think most institutions are led by teams. It's never one person. It's very rarely more than 10 persons, somewhere in between. So look for the traits. So the team has to have a mix of skills, but to me, some most important traits that the team has to have is a passion for what they're doing. They have to love what they're doing. If they just look at it as a job, it just doesn't cut it, because it takes too much of a real leader to look at it just as something to do, a job. It's never a job. It's got to be a passion. To me, I think they have to understand human behavior and really appreciate other people. Leadership, while it's solitary at the top particularly, because decision making is very tough. And by the way, I never spend a lot of time worrying about what's right or wrong. To me, those things are fairly straightforward when you look at them at the time. They have nuances, but I've never really worried about it, whether I've done the right thing or the wrong thing. I always try to do the right thing, almost irrespective of the consequences. So, passion, leadership, I talk about resiliency, people who really commit to things and can get up again and keep doing it and are not negative. And people are fun. At the end of the day, you want to work with a team that is fun to work with, people you want to be with. That doesn't mean you have to socialize with them. It doesn't mean you have to play golf with them all the time. But when you work and you solve hard problems, you're going to be able every so often to laugh at yourself and say, we will overcome this. People have positive thinking. Go back to resiliency as a real important trait. They don't have to be the smartest people in the world, by the way. The old joke about the Harvard that they're, A's work for the B's who are owned by the C's, all that stuff. But, the world is full of a lot of very bright people who don't get a lot of things done.